Hi, my name is Willem. I'm from the Netherlands.
And my name is Marina, and I'm from Brazil, and we have 3 daughters. And this is Anna. She is 9 years old. She goes to 3rd grade. This is Livelise. She is 2 years old, and she goes to preschool 3 times a week. And this is Beatrice. She is 1 year old, and she stays home with me. And we are a missionary family. We are volunteers with YWAM, that's Youth with a Mission. And we are committed to sharing the good news about Jesus. And we are all about knowing him more and making him known. We live in Norway in a base called Grimmerud. It's also a farm. And we have training for missions. We have Bible schools. We have family ministries. And we send out several teams every year as missionaries, long-term or short-term. We have member care. We also try to keep contact with the missionaries that we send to different countries and make sure that they're doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this update, we want to share with you guys how these last months have been for us as a family. In many people, many countries had to stay home because of the coronavirus, and that was the same for us. We had schools going on, we had courses going on, we had events planned at the base here, and everything got cancelled. Students and staff were asked to send home. Courses that we were going to have were cancelled and were not going to happen. There was one family that was going to come for a course, and they decided to come anyway. So they're with us, and but yeah. So this whole thing of training people and getting them ready for missions is had to stop, and of course a big disappointment for many people. Something else that we had to stop is to get together with the whole community here at the base. For example, the dining hall where we would eat with up to 100 or more people. The dining hall got closed. We could not share the common areas anymore, and everybody had to stay, so to say, within their family unit. So all the families would have to stay with just their families, and kind of weren't allowed to get together the way we would normally do in the community. And then for the single people, it meant that they would also kind of be counted as a family unit of a handful of people. And then in that time there was an isolation kind of family unit of people that were in isolation because they had some symptoms, and there was a family unit with people that were in quarantine for a while because we've been traveling or other reasons. But we found ways to help each other where help was needed, and where we saw possibilities to help each other.
Mm-hmm. Yes, for our family, it meant that we were home with all the girls all the time. And Anna had a lot of schoolwork to do. The teachers would send us the activities they wanted the children to do, and she needed help with that. So Jan Willem would usually go out with the 2 little ones, so I could focus on doing some schoolwork with Anna, and that worked pretty well. We couldn't have any guests, like Jan Willem said, so we would always just eat our own family. Jan Willem was having his home office instead of going to the office building where he usually works, and that was a bit challenging because it's hard to concentrate with the girls here, and kept both of us busy. But he managed to do some work, especially in the afternoon. Yes, and for us, it has also been a time of hearing from God and trying to pray more and work with some challenges that we have. Like, for example, we are a blended family. I already had Anna when we got married. So we have some challenges, and we try to really learn how to do our best in this situation. So not only with us, but for YWAM as a global movement, there has been several people that got words from God in different parts of the world about pruning, about how this was a season that God wanted to like clean and fix things for us to be ready to bear much fruit in the season ahead. So we also experienced that in our family a little bit, how God had been teaching us and like cleaning and pruning us. Yes, it has also been the time when I was healing from the ear surgery that I had just before this whole situation happened with Corona. I had an ear surgery for otosclerosis. That was the second one. I had my first ear operated some years before. And it all went well, and I got the stitches removed 1 week after the surgery, which was on the same day that they announced the whole lockdown. So that was really good that I got to do that before this whole thing started. And then I've been healing very well, and I will probably get audiogram to test, to measure how much better I can hear now, probably next month. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, like Melinda said, I wasn't able to do a lot of work like normal in this time of the lockdown, and the first 2 weeks of the lockdown I was just home, and I was just with Marina and helping adjusting to the new situation, and I was a lot with the little ones in the morning, and then Marina was helping Anna with school, and then usually in the afternoons we had kind of more time together as a family. But after 2 weeks, we kind of got settled into a new routine, and I was able to do more work, or spend some time on work in the afternoon, and we worked. Was able to finish working on the magazine, YWAM Norway's magazine that I work on. We put some news and some updates that were kind of more specific on the Corona situation in our magazine, even though because it just happened and everybody had to adjust, and so there's some interesting stories in there of like how people in different places of the world had to adjust to this whole thing. And another thing that I did just before was this prayer booklet. It's a Norwegian translation of an international prayer booklet for Christians to pray for Muslims during the time of Ramadan. YWAM Norway is one of several Christian organizations that is kind of behind the translation of this international booklet. In my home office, which was behind the wall here, I put up a cassette deck for digitizing cassette tapes, which was very easy. So just to push a button and have it digitized, and then come back later in a little bit. So it was easy to kind of switch from doing that to going back to the family and helping Marina. And then hopefully in not long from now there will be a beautiful website with all these YWAM talks and all this YWAM teaching from the last decades that will be all available for public.
Yes, we would like to share some prayer points with you. And first and foremost, of course, we always want to hear God's guidance for us as a family, and what it is that He wants us to do, where He wants us to be. And if you could pray with us for that, that would be great. And another thing is that We always pray for God's provision for us. We do trust that He provides for what we need to pay for our bills, pay for supermarket, and we do know that He does provide, and also that it is always good to pray. So please pray together with us. Another thing is that we would really like to visit our family in Brazil. It's been almost 2 years since we have been there last time, and yes, it's a challenge now with the corona situation. We don't really know when we can travel again and how that could work, but also for buying 5 plane tickets for our whole family, that's also a challenge. So please pray for provision for that too. And of course, please pray for us as a family also, as we work with our challenges. And yes, we would just like to thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video and get to know a little bit more about us and what we do. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for praying with us, for helping us in different ways. And if you have any questions for us, please just write us either in the comments here, or we're also going to put our contacts and how you can find us in social media, in Instagram or Facebook, or our email. Yes, just write us if there is anything else you would like to know about us. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.